Where's Mama at? Grocery store?
Yeah.
What you doing? Eating brownies?
Not a cookie.
Do you like brownies or cookies better?
Cookie bear.
You like cookies? You better not eat all of them before Mama gets back. So for the first time on Pop-Up Life, got us a little TV here. We robbed the TV from Abram's bedroom and got it streaming so we can watch a little football today out here. Enjoying this nice, cool Florida weather. You can see the palm trees there, and the beach is right across the road there. So we're gonna sit out here all day, maybe watch a little football, enjoy ourselves. Got the Blackstone getting hot in here. About to cook a little breakfast. Come in here with some sausage and some bacon. Do a little pancakes. Have a good old time. Kids are getting a lot better riding their bicycles, and they're having fun doing that. It's gonna be a good day.
Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tata, what are you doing?
Get going! Good job, Tom.
How's the water? Was it cold?
No.
No? Feel good?
Yes.
Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens. Well, your heart is a sun, and it shines.
Okay, what are we making?
Yeah, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens. Well, your heart is a sun, and it shines as it opens. Yeah, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains. Well, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains. Yeah, your bones are the earth, and they sing with the mountains.
Oh, we gotta decorate our cake. Beautiful decoration.
With the mountains. Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you...
So the good thing about camping at the beach is you can go to the beach in the morning and get the kids good and tired, and you're always guaranteed a good nap. So we got Titus laid down in the camper. Abram's working on getting the rest of his energy out here at the pool, and hopefully he'll be ready to take a little nap later.
So that we can take a nap. Okay, I wanted to show y'all a few of the amenities that are right nearby. This is the playground. And if we were to do this again, I would definitely ask for one of these sites. Either this one, that one. I think this is number 43, 44. I don't know. I gotta double check. I'll show you on the map. Or even this site over here would be great. Because the pool's right here and the bathroom's right here. But more so whenever you're setting up or knocking down, you have this playground right here. Because where we currently are, even though it's real close, I can't see the boys. If your kids are older, no problem. Wouldn't be a big deal. I would feel comfortable leaving Abram right here, but Titus, wild man Titus, cannot be trusted or left alone. The other thing I wanted to show you, there's a laundry center and activity center right here that I have not gone into yet, but I'll walk out in there. But the bathroom, this thing is nice. And if you have a pop-up, you're always in this bathroom. So look, 3 over here and then 3 showers. It's not huge, but it's really nice. And this great big mirror, there's outlets in here, and it's air conditioned or heated. So that's wonderful. So as y'all can see, there are tons of great places for the kids to ride their bicycles. This is a really wide area in the back. This place is great for dogs. They have a fenced in doggy area for and everyone here I feel like has a doggy. This is Titus. He doesn't know how to slow his bike down on a hill, so he just jumps off. And right across there, like, you can see the water. I think right through that tree line is the water. So that's how close you are to the beach. Whoa, hello Titus. Whoa. So all this, ow, it just hit me. All these sites, as you can see, you're kind of close together, but it's nice that they are concreted. So if you come here, bring sidewalk chalk, because that's great. That's one way to keep them perfectly contained. And right at the end of this road to the right is where you check in and is a little store. So that's really nice too. All right, so we're gonna walk up to this. It's called the Activities and Laundry Center. I don't know why it's called activities. Maybe they have normally a list of things people do. I don't know, they may plan things. I didn't see that there. So we're gonna walk up here. It's a cute little screen door. All right. Come on, guys. Oh, wow. This is the activity center. So there's a microwave and there's tables and books and all sorts of stuff. Let's go look over them. This would be a great little thing if you were here and you had a bunch of friends. You could have like a little party here. Oh, so there's all sorts of books you can look at. There's magazines. Here. There's a TV. You need to get your fitness on. There you go. There's a full kitchen.
I guess I'm getting me a magazine.
Oh, you don't see a book that suits your fancy? Let's see. Oh, Titus, a little light reading? Yeah? All right, so there's the activities room, and right here is the laundry area. Whoops. Look how neat this is. Oh, cool. It has card payments, so you don't have to worry about quarters. Like, oh, and it has this good little folding table right here, and they even have an iron and an ironing board, and a little drying rack. I like that. So that's campsite number 29, and the one right next to it is 30 and 31. Those would be ideal, I think, for little small kids, and if you had a pop-up camper and need to be close to the bathrooms. So I would definitely ask for those next time, because again, there's the pool, there's the bathhouse, here's laundry, and the little cabins are right over there.
All right, honey, what we got going on here?
Okay, so we got these new little crock pots. They are a little bit smaller than what I anticipated. I thought you were getting them a little bigger, but this will be fine.
Any idea why the knobs are different when they were in the same box? That's so weird, ain't it?
I don't know. We can contact Crockpot about it. So, as y'all know, Travis already said SEC playing this weekend. So we have set the TV up and we are getting snacks ready for football games. And we want to do something a little bit different that wasn't just, I don't know, hamburgers or something like that. So we decided, okay, we'll do that delicious Rotel dip, which is so healthy. Whole block of this and some Rotel all melted together, deliciousness. And then we are gonna make chili for hot dogs. Again, I thought this crock pot was gonna be a little bit bigger, but we're gonna have to sort of cut down how much I brought, but I think we're gonna make do. So normally I would recommend, and I tried to do this, is I would have cooked the hamburger meat and onions before at home and then brought it so we could just sort of dump it all in together. But we didn't do that. This trip was kind of planned last minute, so I didn't have quite enough time to prep all that. And we just said, oh, we'll try cooking it on the blacktop to see how it goes.
So we're gonna figure our hamburger meat and onions on here. We'll get everything simmering in the crock pot and then add the hamburger meat, is that right?
Yes. Are you gonna add hamburger meat to both of them?
I was thinking about it a little bit.
Okay, it's delicious if you add hamburger meat to Velveeta and Rotel. I think you're at a 5-star restaurant. Not really, but it is delicious. And then so I brought most of this stuff from home. I tried to get cans that had pop tops, but some of my stuff just didn't have it. So I brought a little can opener. I need to buy one of these for the camper so we don't have to do so much. Also want to show y'all this. I think this is so cute. Went to Dollar Tree, got the hookup. This was $1. This little essentials holder, and this is so nice just to keep all your stuff where you're cooking and your plates and everything all together in one spot. Because as y'all know, a pop-up is small, so we sort of have to, like, we may have cups in one area, plates in another area, just because they won't all fit. So this is ideal. Keep it outside, have it ready to go. So I guess I'm gonna start cooking this stuff.
So we're cutting it in little pieces there. It seems to melt a little better.
It's a really fancy way I learned at culinary school. Just take a fork.
Yeah, it looks like it works.
I thought we weren't going to need the whole block, but I think we're going to need most of the block. That's only, maybe this crock pot is deceiving and can hold a little bit more than I think.
It's supposed to be 2 quarts. Think about the rotel though. That's got to go in there, and a little bit of hamburger meat.
I just feel like y'all are going to tear this up and it's going to be empty.
Yeah,
Now, okay, I would have preferred to have a crock pot liner in here, but we forgot and we're just wishing for the best with cleaning this up later.
Go get it.
This can get messy. Alright, we're gonna try doing that. I'd never cooked with green chilies before, but I've started putting that in almost everything and it's delicious. You can just buy like a small thing. We should have done that. We should have bought an extra thing of green chilies to add in here. I started adding it in all my chicken tortilla soup. I think that would be a great thing for camping. I don't know if we're gonna be able to use this whole can. I'm just gonna put about that much.
Yeah, we can always add more later.
Yeah, and then see how it goes. All right, y'all, this is beautiful, very difficult. I know y'all are definitely gonna need a recipe, link below. I turned it on high. I know it was on low, but let's get it melted and then we can see if we need to add more cheese or not and rotel.
It's a great little football snack.
Yes.
Your mind is a space that creates your horizon. Your mind is a space that creates the horizon. Your mind is a space that creates your horizon.
All right, hamburger meat done. I'm gonna add a little bit of this dip here. Finish her off. Give it a little stir. Cheese is melted. It won't be long. This stuff right here will be ready to put on a tortilla chip. And then for our chili, we're gonna put some of these onions in here. Can't ever go wrong with some onions there. Probably ain't gonna use all this hamburger meat. We're gonna fill it on up here. We got some hot dogs we're gonna cook later. Eat some chili, make some chili dogs. What you talking about? Got stirred in there good. Let that simmer in that sauce. That'll be some fine stuff right there.
Titus, what were you doing?
We're gonna get Daddy get me sad.
Uh-oh, he said if you got up, Daddy was gonna get Mr. Sad.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Time to go night-night, Ty-Ty.
So as much as we love the pop-up, this is definitely an issue sometimes with bedtime. We do a lot of musical beds, back and forth, they run back and forth among, and they constantly rip the screen down in an effort to stay up later.
All right, so here we are Sunday morning, about to head back home. But before we do that, we want to make sure we did our campground review for this Carrabelle Beach. I can't ever remember the name.
Beach Resort, I think. Carrabelle Beach Resort.
So you can see behind us we got the pop-up. The sides are folded down. We haven't, packed it all in yet. But I will say what I noticed different about this trip is we've kind of figured out how to get even more stuff in there that we can leave in there.
Right.
And the truck's not as full, and it makes it pretty nice when we get home. Right. We don't have to unload as much stuff, and then when we get ready to go, we don't have to pack as much stuff. So that's been pretty nice. Mm-hmm. The other thing, because it was kind of nice and cool and breezy, usually if we pack up and leave early in the morning like this, there's still some dew or moisture on the sides of the pop-up.
There wasn't any, was there?
And when that happens, we just have to slide it in, and then when we get home, open it back up and let it air out. But I don't think we're going to have to do that this time. Because
if you leave any wetness on there and then close it up, it could mildew all in there. Not just on the outside, but it can mildew within the entire pop-up. So that's why it's really important. A friend of ours actually said he brought a blower. He would bring a blower with him, and some mornings when you couldn't wait for the dew to dry, he'd blow it off with the blower.
Yeah, and I've started taking my blower, so we have that, and we can use that when we need it. Hold on a second.
April is having a meltdown. The feeling we're gonna have another crisis like that in a few minutes.
Yeah, had a little moment, little iPad struggles. We got the kids in the truck, so we can do this. And
We normally do it when they're asleep, but that Georgia game lasted a little too long last night.
So here we are doing it this morning. Okay, on to the actual review portion of this campground. So I mentioned this in an earlier clip. This is definitely a big campground. We're the little guys here, which we don't mind that at all, but it's kind of catered to these big pull behinds or big RVs, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we don't feel out of place. We definitely have a smaller one here, but it is very much so catered to big rigs, which isn't a bad thing, though, in a way. The amenities here are off the chart. I mean, and it depends on what kind of camping experience you wanted that day. Like if you're wanting a lot of amenities, then this had it with great Wi-Fi, the cable. I did a clip earlier showing the laundry services, and there's an activities room that had all sorts of stuff. So that's great. And the fact that all these pads are cemented is really nice.
Yeah, but I would say that the actual sites themselves, there's not a whole lot of walking around room. You can tell they're built for people who are spending a lot more time in their camper,
yeah, the
as
sites are small.
opposed to us who are spending, we're just sitting there sleeping. We're spending all our time outside. So
right.
The sites themselves, there's not really a place to build a fire, which I kind of like to do.
Yeah, that is true. There's no place to build a fire.
There's shrubbery all around the sites, whereas in most other places that would be walking areas or stuff. And, I mean, it looks really nice, but it's just not my necessary cup of tea.
Right. I think this is the perfect place for some people who have a different view or a different thing they want out of their camping experience. This has shown me what we really like. We do like, the reason we like state parks so much is when you're wooded and a little bit more, away from people. It seems a lot more in with nature. This seems like we're on a concrete pad with hookups, and we're doing it in our pop-up camper. But it has been wonderful for the pool and the beach being so close and things like that. It just sort of depends on what you're wanting out of your camping experience, and it just seems like we like to be a lot more in nature.
Yeah, I mean, a few of the great benefits, and this is relative to just specifically to us, it's close to home. We can be here in 2.5 hours.
Right.
The beach is right across there. Now, if you've never been down here to Carrabelle, to the beach. Hold on, we got another.
We got another movie issue.
Okay, we're back. Take 3. So, if you've never been down to this part of the Gulf, Carrabelle is kind of like, it's like this bay out there. So it's not like a crystal blue water, emerald green water kind of beach,
more brackish,
like you see on some of the other parts of the Gulf. So it's a little more brackish. The sand is nice.
Sand's great.
Nice.
Feels
to
like
go
Panama
out there.
City.
There's
Sand.
not a lot of big waves. Just kind of go out there and play in the water,
which is great for small kids.
Yeah. The beach is nice. The beach is nice and big, and that is right across the street. Literally, you can be at the beach in 5 minutes. So
if that.
There's that advantage. That's right at the beach. If you're not going to cook here every night, there's great seafood to be had all around here. Great sightseeing.
I mean, not a lot. There's like 3 restaurants. There's not like 20.
Yeah, but you can be in St. George.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
In no time. And
I think a lot of people who stay here actually go to St. George Island for the day, which is a different experience, even though it's probably 20, 30 miles.
Probably 20, 30 minutes. Yeah.
The water's beautiful.
Yeah.
Totally different looking than right here.
So. It is a nice quick beach trip. It's quick for us. The bathrooms here are the cleanest I've seen at any campground so far.
For sure.
Really, really nice, clean. Everything around here is super clean. All the people are really nice.
Very nice.
Most of these people are staying here for weeks, months at a time, it appears.
I think a lot of people do monthly rental, which is something they offer, especially during the summer.
Right.
So a lot of these places are staying.
Having the cabins here is nice because you can bring friends that don't necessarily have a camper.
Yeah, like we did.
Just in general though, not our cup of tea. I'm not saying we wouldn't come back because it's just a nice quick last minute trip we can do.
Right.
And but it's not my preferred style of camping. I would say that.
Exactly. Yeah, I would agree with that. I do like to have a little bit. I wouldn't come here in the summer. There's absolutely no shade, so I think in
Right.
our pop-up, wouldn't be great.
We got lucky this weekend because it's pretty cool.
Right, but warm enough that the kids were able to get in the water yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really
We
want
just
to get in
kind
the
of
water.
hit it just right.
October is a great month to go to the beach, I think.
Yeah.
Because you could sit out there all day. You could be in a t-shirt and short all day. You could just
You don't need a big tent on the beach because
Right.
it's not blazing hot.
exactly. We didn't have to we took a little bag and ran down there, and we're down there 2 or 3 hours, and it was wonderful. This would be very hard for us to do during the summer because we don't want to sit in there really, and it's not, when it's so hot, it's not cool enough just to sit in there. So there's no way we could be outside here without any shade during the summer.
No, we'd have to be at the pool all day. Now the pool is nice, and they got
Super
these
nice.
little pavilions there that in the shade you can sit there.
Right.
So if we were to come in the middle of the summer, which is not likely, we'd probably spend the majority of the day at the pool
Mm-hmm.
in the shade over there.
But since we're doing this review, I feel like for people who have pop-ups or specifically for a pop-up camper, those are sort of the issues we had. If you have a big pool behind or even any sort of
Even a
hard
small
side
pool
camper,
behind,
yes, something where you're insulated and it stays cool, it's gonna be great. You're not gonna have these issues that are specific just to us because we have a pop-up.
Yeah, we're just referring, all our reviews we do on this channel are kind of referring to how it fits into the pop-up life.
Yeah, but this is definitely the cleanest, most well-maintained RV park that we've been to so far that wasn't a state park. And the bathrooms are great. I did a little clip earlier of the campsites if we did it again where we would want to be. We're gonna link this place below, and you'll be able to see on the map the sites that are closest to the bathhouse and the pool area are, I think, the best for if you have small children or if you don't have a bathroom within your campsite. It is not a far walk at all to the bathhouse, but we do have to make a lot of trips with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. I feel like I spend most of my time in the bathroom
Yeah.
when I'm here with small children because there's just, we can't do what little boys normally do out here. So.
And I feel like the price on this place is not that bad considering it's right across the street from the beach and it's so well maintained. I think it was like $50-$55 a night.
Oh yeah.
Which is not terrible. State parks are usually $30 to $40. We've priced some campgrounds that are over $100 a night sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Right.
so for what it is,
No, to be this close to the beach, there's no way you could get a beach trip this quick or cheap,
right.
for sure.
Right. So we come up. We're going to start doing a little rating system with sticks of firewood. We'll do little digital sticks of firewood, and I would say, just considering it doesn't necessarily fit within our style of camping, although it is real nice, I would give this place 6 sticks of firewood
Out of
10. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't give it that low. I'd say maybe 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Okay, maybe that's a little high. 7 out of 10.
7. You
7
agree
out
on
of 10.
7?
I want to agree on 7.
Okay, we'll give it 7 sticks of firewood.
Because I think for a different person, you would get a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. I mean, this campground is great. It just wasn't what we're looking for when we go camping.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's the only difference I'd say. Amenities, 10 out of 10. Now, normally, Travis mentioned before, we don't normally bring a TV, but doggone, if that wasn't the ticket.
Yeah.
For just a little, I mean, if you're watching a game or this morning, whenever we're trying to pack up, the kids were able to sit and watch something that kept their attention a little bit longer. We only have one iPad, so there's usually a lot of yelling and fighting over who gets to be on the Kindle whenever we're just trying to get them to sit for a minute and not run around. That's the reason I mentioned that it would just been so nice to be closer to the playground. That way we could have kept doing what we were doing and still kept an eye on them.
Yeah.
That would have been the only difference. But I mean, that's just normally not an amenity we look for or mention. And it
well,
was,
I mean,
now
most
kinda
places
see.
we go don't even have good cell service, much less good Wi-Fi that you
right,
can
so it's
stream.
probably the first experience we've had with something like that.
And that's just, we probably won't bring a TV to others because it's just not, there's
I wouldn't hate it.
not going to be able to get any signal to stream anything.
Oh, that's true.
So we're headed back home this morning, and then our next trip is, I think the next one is going to be to hard labor.
Yeah, hard labor, and then right after that is whenever we go to Black Rock.
So
We're going 3 times this month.
3 times this month, yeah. Getting our money's worth out of the pop-up here. Put some miles on it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this visit, the footage from this trip, and we'll catch up with you next time when we head north instead of south up there, you know, a little bit around Madison, Georgia, right?
About 4 hours.
And go up there and check out all that. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Say, why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Why would you look outside yourself when you have all of the world inside? Say, why would you